Good morning, students. Today I will start the next chapter of chemistry, that is surface chemistry. What do you mean by surface chemistry? It is the branch of chemistry which deals with the boundaries separating two bulk phases. Means two bulk are separated by a boundary. Means one at the surface of another. It means you can see that the reaction which takes place at the surface or interface, this is called as surface chemistry. Means the boundary is called as surface or interface. This interface may be solid-solid or solid-liquid. Gases are completely miscible, say they don't form any interface. Interface is only a few molecules thick and the area is dependent on the particle size of the bulk phase. Means the interface area which are depend only on the particle size of the bulk phase. Now here we will discuss about the adsorption. Adsorption means add at the surface. It is simply say that the accumulation of molecular spaces at the surface or interface, this is called as adsorption. Here we take the example of water vapor on silica gel. Silica gel adsorb water molecule. This is silica gel. And here water molecule are adsorbed at the surface, means these are add at the surface. So here the adsorption process takes place. Other example like H2, O2, NH3, these are gases which are adsorbed on activated charcoal. Means this process is also adsorption process. Or in the simple way you can say that it is the phenomena of attracting and retaining the molecule of a substance on the surface of liquid or solid. Here adsorption involves the two terms. First is adsorbate, second is adsorbent. First, adsorbate. Suppose we write on the whiteboard with the help of marker, or you can say that we write on the blackboard with the help of chalk. It means on the board we use marker or chalk. So the ink of marker, that is adsorb on the surface of the board, not inside the board. So here the process is adsorption. Means the molecular spaces which get adsorbed, this is called as adsorbate. It means marker ink or chalk These are adsorbate. And what do you mean by adsorbent? Means the material on the surface of which the adsorption takes place. Example like board. Board is adsorbent and marker ink is adsorbate, because here adsorption process takes place, means on the surface, not inside the bulk. Here we take the example of chair. Suppose this is a chair in bent form, and here one person is sitting. Then here adsorption takes place, means the species which get adsorbed, that is adsorbate, means this is the person which are sitting here, this is adsorbate, and the chair is adsorbent because this is the material on the surface of which the adsorption takes place, means this is the surface phenomena. Now the next topic is desorption. The process of removing an adsorbed species or substance from a surface on which it is adsorbed, means adsorbed substance को surface से remove करना, this is called as desorption. D means remove, sorption means adsorb substance from a surface. Now the next term is sorption, means both adsorption and absorption. Absorption means absorb करना, inside intake, can takes place simultaneously, means both the process takes place simultaneously. This process is called as sorption process. Now the next term is absorption, absorb करना, means the phenomena in which a substance is uniformly distributed throughout the bulk, means the substances go inside the bulk. Suppose water vapors are absorbed by anhydrous calcium carbonate या calcium chloride. Suppose this is calcium chloride and after that water is absorbed here, so water goes inside the bulk. So this phenomena is called as absorption. Here you can take the example, water goes inside the chalk. This is also a absorption process. Here water vapors are absorbed by anhydrous calcium chloride. So here the absorption process takes place. Now the next topic is types of adsorption. Adsorption is of two types. First is physical adsorption. It is also called as physiosorption. Second is chemical adsorption. It is also called as chemisorption. Now here we will discuss one by one. First is physical adsorption. It includes the adsorbate and adsorbent. that are bounded by weak van der Waals forces. Means, suppose this is the surface and here the adsorbate molecule takes place, but these adsorbate molecules that are held by weak van der Waals forces, because here adsorption process takes place, so this is takes place on the at the surface. Second is in the case of chemical adsorption, adsorbate and adsorbent that are bounded with chemical bonds. Means here the bond is strong. Chemical bond is strong. That's why they are formed very strongly. They are bounded together. In second point, in physical adsorption, adsorbate layer is multimolecular. Multi means many. But in case of chemical adsorption, the bond is very, here chemical bond is very strong, so it will form a unimolecular layer. Physical adsorption is reversible. Chemical adsorption is irreversible process. In physical adsorption, enthalpy of adsorption is very low because weak van der Waals forces of attraction here, so the bond is easily break up. So enthalpy of adsorption that is very low, -20 to -40 kilojoule per mole. But here the chemical bond is strong, so the enthalpy of adsorption is very high, that is -80 to -240 kilojoule per mole. Now the fifth point is, as the temperature increases, extent of adsorption decreases. It means with increase in temperature, adsorption decreases. Means low temperature is favorable for adsorption condition. Now next, in chemical adsorption, if the temperature increases, adsorption increases first and then decreases. Means in this case, means temperature increases, adsorption also increases. Means high temperature is favorable for chemical adsorption. Now, why does physical adsorption decreases with increase in temperature? Here this is the main question. Because physiosorption is an exothermic process, and when the solid adsorbent adsorb the gases, that is adsorbate, and it will form a gas solid. Means gas adsorb on solid plus heat is released. So due to this, according to Le-Chartier principle, if we increase the temperature, then equilibrium will shift in the backward direction, where the gas is released from the adsorbed substance, adsorbed surface. So that's why temperature increases and the extent of adsorption decreases. Now the next difference is in physical adsorption is it is not specific in nature, but chemical adsorption is highly specific in nature. Physical adsorption, here example is adsorption of organic dyes by the charcoal. In chemical adsorption, adsorption of ethene and hydrogen on the nickel, platinum or palladium surface. So all these are the difference between the physical and chemical adsorption. Now next is enthalpy of adsorption. It is represented by delta H adsorption. Means the amount of energy released when 1 mole of adsorbate is adsorbed at a unit surface area of adsorbent. It is always negative. Then one more question arises, why the adsorption is always exothermic? Because adsorption is a spontaneous process. It means delta Z. Delta Z means gives free energy, that is negative. During adsorption, entropy is decreases. So the value of delta S minus means negative. If delta Z is negative and entropy is also decreases, means this is negative, means minus minus plus, means if temperature increases then delta Z H value is also negative, means delta Z is also negative, delta H is also negative, and delta S is also decreases, means its value is also negative. So temperature increases, it means the heat is released and this release heat in the form of negative. So the reaction is called as exothermic reaction. So we can say that adsorption is always exothermic. Now, what is the difference between adsorption and absorption? First is adsorption. Adsorption is the phenomena of higher concentration of particles of gases or liquid on the surface. But in case of absorption, it is the phenomena in which the particle of gas or liquid get uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of solid. In case of adsorption, the concentration on the surface of adsorbent is different from that in the bulk. So it is a surface phenomena. But in case of absorption, the concentration is same throughout the material. So it is a bulk phenomena. Now the third point in adsorption is adsorption is fast in the beginning and become constant later. But in case of absorption, it occurs at uniform rate. Adsorption example is ammonia adsorbed by charcoal. In case of absorption, here the ammonia absorbed by water. So all these are the difference between the adsorption and absorption. Now, what are the factors on which the adsorption of gases on the solid depends? First factor is nature of adsorbate. Adsorbate means here adsorbate is gases and adsorbent is solid. The first, critical temperature. It is the minimum temperature above which the gas cannot be liquefied under a high pressure. Means higher the value of critical temperature of a gas, higher will be the extent of adsorption. Second is adsorbent. Some commonly used adsorbent are alumina, silica and charcoal. Third factor is surface area. Means higher the surface area, higher is the extent of adsorption. So in this case, the powdered substance have greater surface area as compared to crystalline substance. So the greater the surface area, greater is the adsorption takes place. Now the next most important factor, that is effect of pressure. This was given by Freundlich isotherm. It is also known as adsorption isotherm. Means when the extent of adsorption, that is X by M. X is the amount of adsorbate and M is the mass of adsorbent, is plotted against the pressure at constant temperature. Then the curve obtained, this is called as adsorption isotherm. This was given by Freundlich. So its name is Freundlich adsorption isotherm. So according to Freundlich, it gives the relationship between the magnitude of adsorption, that is X by M, and pressure at constant temperature. So he gave the expression at lower range. X by M is proportional to pressure, means it is directly proportional to pressure. At higher temperature, means higher range, X by M is equal to constant. It means adsorption is independent of pressure. At intermediate range, here X by M is proportional to P की power 1 by N. Here X is the amount of gas adsorbed by the mass in gram of adsorbent at pressure P. K and N are constant. So here we take the log of on both sides. Log of X by M is equal to log of K plus 1 by N log of P, means power comes before the P term, means 1 by N log of P. So here we plot the graph of log of X by M versus log of P. Then suppose this is y-axis and here M X plus C. So this graph shows a straight line graph, and the slope of this straight line gives the value of 1 by N, and the intercept is log of K. This isotherm explains the behavior of adsorption. The value of 1 by N that can be between 0 and 1. Here two cases are there. if the value of 1 by n equal to 0, then putting this value here, x by m is equal to k p की power 0. It means if the power of p is 0, it means it is equal to 1. Then x by m is equal to k. It means this shows that the adsorption is independent of pressure. It means it takes place at higher range, that is x by m is equal to constant. These values come from here. Now in case second, if the value of 1 by n is equal to 1, then putting this value here 1 by 1, that is equal to 0, then x by m is equal to kp. की power 1. It means x by m is directly proportional to pressure. Means if the pressure increases, then the magnitude of adsorption also increases. So here these two observations takes place according to Freundlich. But this isotherm that is applicable at low pressure, which is depend on the, means adsorption is depend only on the pressure. Freundlich isotherms that fails at high pressure, where the x by m is independent of pressure. So it fails at high pressure. Now the next factor is effect of temperature. In physical adsorption, the temperature increases but the extent of adsorption decreases. In case of chemical adsorption, here if the temperature increases, the extent of adsorption first increases and then decreases. So we can see that in case of physical adsorption, temperature is inversely proportional to adsorption, but in case of chemical adsorption, temperature is directly proportional to the extent of adsorption. Now here we can see that the effect of temperature on adsorption. Adsorption is temperature dependent. Mostly adsorption process that are exothermic. So the adsorption decreases with increasing temperature. And for endothermic reaction in which heat is absorbed, means for an endothermic adsorption processes, here adsorption increases with increase in temperature. So these are the temperature dependent process. Now one question arises, why the chemisorption initially increases then decreases with rise in temperature? The initial increase is because of the heat supplied in the form of activation energy, and decreases afterwards is due to exothermic nature of adsorption equilibrium. So due to this, the chemisorption first increases with temperature and then decreases. So all these are the factors of adsorption of gases on the solid depends. Thank you, students.